everyone, and welcome to Shelf Space. I'm your host, Ross13, and today we are looking at the Build Strike Gundam full package. Again, sorta. This is the SD version from the BB Senshi line. Came out around the same time, and it was also a, I believe, Christmas present. It was either a Christmas present or a birthday present from some friends of mine. And so I really wanted to build it and show it off to you guys. But first, let's take a look at the box. Right here we got very cool illustration of the SD Build Strike full package. He's got the gun, he's got the V-fin, he's got the wings on the back, and you even see a little SD version of the little flyer thing. It's pretty cool looking. On this side, we have same illustration as before and all the same text, plus the Gundam info. Then this side, we see some painted versions of the kit, showing all the different things you can do. You can take off the armor and stuff like that and have a version like that if you so choose. Don't know why. And it shows that you can kind of combine the gun and the wing pack to make that thing if you want. This side, same as the other side. This side, we have callouts to other kits that may or may not be better. And yes. So, let's take a look at the actual figure itself. And here's the figure itself. And sculpt-wise, looks pretty cool. Got some nice detail. Flyer lacks a little bit on the back side. But overall, it's not too bad. The main problem you get is stickers. If the V-fin looks funny to you, that's because it is completely covered in stickers. This is what the sticker sheet looks like. And yeah, so it lacks a lot of color separation detail. I'm not even sure why they didn't try doing the V-fin in yellow plastic. They did the multi-system injection thing, but they didn't do any yellow. So in that respect, it is lacking, and I can't really defend it that much. But it looks pretty decent sculpt-wise. Articulation is about what you can expect for an SD Gundam. You got a ball-jointed neck that's a little bit restricted, but you can look down. Can't really look up. Can look around a little bit. Shoulders are on sort of an HG style polycap butterfly joint, so you can move them in front of the body pretty well. Though if you push it too much, it will pop off. So I've got to be a little careful there. And then you can rotate things around. The wing pack is blocking the full rotation. You got a little ball joint here. And no, let's see, do I have an elbow? Oh, you have a little bit of an elbow joint. So that's nice. You don't get that all the time with SD kits. And then fist is on a standard ball and socket joint. You have a little bit of a little bit of jointing here, so you actually get some impressive range of movement for an SD kit. You have joints at the hips, but the skirt armor basically makes it all but worthless. But it's an SD kit, a somewhat early SD kit. I say early, not like first Gundam early, but it's not as new as some of the fancier ones that we've been looking at on this channel. So you need to kind of go into this expecting a little bit of issues. Let's see. Accessory-wise, it comes with the flight pack, the shield, the gun, and a chopstick. No, it's a beam saber just molded all in one color. but it is nice to have it included, I suppose. If you want, you can actually detach the backpack. And how did this thing go again? I think it's just you flip things around to transform it or something. Be right back. So you can just plug this in here. And then I think this just goes in like that. Flip these around so that they're right side up. And there you go. You have a little SD version of the little flyer thing. So that's kind of a cute thing that you can do. Let's see. Let's go ahead and show its weird combined form. Where's the instructions for that? Okay. So we'll just take this thing apart again. And looks like we flip this around. And we put this up here. Then we're going to take off the shield and the gun. Put that there. And connect that there. And we have this. Whatever this is. Now, there is something I want to see. And here it is with the HG kit. Kind of cool to see the two of them together, though you do see more of the colors that are lacking on this SD version. But the main reason I brought these together is because in the manual, there's a little comic thing. And they show it off with the HG backpack. And I want to see if that's something I can do. So, let's see what happens. Or if I end up just ripping apart my Gunpla kits. I'd rather not rip apart my Gunpla kits. So there's already a problem. This thing doesn't quite have the same connector port. So you can sort of put it together, but it's not locking into anything. Because this has a slot, this has a peg. And you have a different connector here, but yeah. So sadly, you can't do this just straight out of the box. But it does look really cool with those wings on. Oh well. Okay, so before we wrap up this review, let's go ahead and do a few more comparisons with other SD kits. So to start off, here it is next to Night Gundam, which is also a BB Senshi kit, but truth be told, I think this one is a little bit better. But I think it's a higher version of BB Senshi. It comes in a different style box, and I think it's just designed to be a little bit better. Here it is next to a slightly older SD Gundam. This is Epion from like G Generation 0 or whatever it's called. So, I mean, this guy doesn't even have legs. It's just feet basically connected to the hips. Here it is. We'll move this next to the, it's the Sengoku So Gotsuken or whatever version of the 00. Here's my ground Gundam with the full CS booster frame thing on it, so much taller and articulated. And finally, here it is next to the SD winning Gundam, which actually wasn't released as part of this SD line. It was released as part of the full Build Fighters line because it was a representation of something that was in the show. So kind of neat to see them compared together like this. But yeah, so that has been a review. My final thoughts on this thing: it's fun. It was a neat build, but with the colors being the way they are, it's hard to recommend it to people unless you really want to put a lot of work in it or just display it as is. So yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you the next time you invade my shelf space.